Carlton Town TV again at the end of the Long Eaton United game. I mean, I've been told to, put on the spot, ask questions about the game. I mean, what isn't there to cover? That must have been a hell of a roller coaster, right?
Yeah, it was an eventful game. Local derbies usually are, and obviously there was red cards. There was cards for fun all game. We just managed to stay in the game, and I mean, we probably had the better chances, but obviously the later the game went on, the more kind of breakaway chances they got, and it's important that we just stayed in, and fortunately we got a chance at the end.
Did you, halfway through, like you say, chances at both ends, do you feel like we should have been level pegging at that kind of stage? Yeah,
I think we were the better team. I think losing that obviously changed the game. I think we was well on top, and probably their lad that got sent wasn't having as bigger influence on the game as what Nat was for us. So yeah, it was a tough one, but I felt we was the better team, and I think we'd have been harshly done to if we hadn't come out of today with a point.
Again, speaking of players, losing players and influence, Noel Davey obviously was having a good influence on the game, creating chances. That also must have been a bit winded, and you imagine for yourself, you've got to be worried about your teammate in those situations, right?
Yeah, of course. Losing Niall's a massive blow. He's so talented, such a good player for us, and he can just create something out of nothing. So obviously we hope it's not as serious as what it looked, but yeah, Niall will be a big loss for us.
Now, obviously, second half, you're watching and we're creating great play and we're staying in. The flip side of that is obviously we become very open at the back because we're throwing bodies forward. Managing that situation must have been a bit nerve-wracking every time, we weren't putting those chances away.
Yeah, we obviously committed bodies forward, and we probably should have scored in open play. And myself and Brownie were, and the rest of the back line, obviously tested a few times just on breakaways, 1v1s, and they had a couple of chances where they probably could have put the game to bed, but fortunately we managed to, like I said, just stay in it, and then got that chance at the end.
No, talk me through that, because I don't think I would do it justice describing it, so feel free to.
As soon as we got a penalty, and it was late on, and obviously I've taken a few for the club in shootouts, and I back myself. I've scored a few at other clubs as well. And obviously I wanted it, the gaffer shouted over and the bench all kind of shouted over, and a lot of the lads were saying, go on, you take it, you step up. So I was in no doubt, I was happy to take it, and just felt that needed probably an experienced, cool head to take it. We've missed a few this season, unfortunately, so I was more than happy to take it and slot it in.
Very calm and collected, yeah?
Yeah, I knew where I was going, picked my spot and felt like I could just roll it in there, and I think it just needed a bit of a calming head on it.
And then you've got to feel after that, right, that we've kind of done the business, and we're coming away with something, but then we still played for a couple more minutes after that. How do you feel after you feel like you've done that job, and then you've still got 2 minutes to kind of drag yourself? You just got to get your head switched straight back onto it, and obviously I was still desperate for us in that last 2 minutes to try and get a winner. That would have made it even better. But to come away with a point, it's a big point away, local derby. We know what they can be like, and sometimes form and quality goes out the window a little bit, and it's just a scrap and a battle. And like I said, there was cards for fun all game, and it was a difficult one, I think, for the officials. It was a heated game, but to come out with a point, and I think that's the least we deserved. I think it's fair to say that this season so far at times has been a bit of a battle. Where what's the aim and carrying momentum off a game like this into
we've got to use it. We've said that a few times this season, that needs to kickstart our season, and we've got to. It's been a tough season so far. It's been a scrap. We had a lot of injuries early on. We've hopefully got most of the lads back, and then obviously we've potentially lost Niall again today, but it has been a battle, but hopefully that does just kick-start. We've got some tough games, or some games that are clubs that are in and around us now that we need to win, so that's important. Can't lose, that's the most important thing, but obviously getting 3 points on the board is vital in the next few games.
Definitely. Right, well, I believe you probably should go celebrate, not with a non-alcoholic Peroni in dry January like I'm doing, but congratulations, mate, and thank you for a great moment.
No worries, thank you.
Cheers.